This is the closest thing to a physical cheat code that I'm aware of in jiu-jitsu, and it's simply to be as lean and muscular as possible for your weight class. There's a clear relationship between body composition and performance across the various grappling arts. The higher up the levels you go, the leaner the athletes tend to get, the more muscular they tend to be. And this makes perfect sense when you consider that force is what adds intensity to sporting skill. How do we generate contractile force to express speed, strength, and power? Muscle tissue. What doesn't generate force and is a dead weight that we have to carry around, impeding endurance? Body fat. So the lower we can make our body fat, the more room we give ourselves to add muscle to our frame before we hit the upper limit of our weight class. And the better the chance we're going to give ourselves to be stronger, faster, more explosive, and have a high degree of endurance on the mats. Obviously, this can be taken to extremes. And when you get down to super low levels of body fat, energy, recovery, and injury risk can all start to take a hit. But if you're well above other athletes of your level, or even the level that you aspire to be, reducing body fat is one of the simplest, most effective performance strategies you can implement because it benefits numerous physical qualities and it can be achieved in a relatively short space of time, just weeks to months. A secondary benefit of being leaner is that if you are currently between weight classes, the reduction in total body mass might help you to drop to the weight class below, where you're going to be able to capitalize more on your physical gifts versus smaller opposition in the current weight class that you're in. And even if you are capable of dropping down to the weight class below, being leaner will ensure that a smaller percentage of your cut has to be water weight and all of the associated suffering that comes with that. And of course, if you're weighing in for the IBJJF, you really shouldn't be cutting water weight anyway because there's no way to recover in time. What's the best way to minimize body fat? 1, passively via improved nutrition rather than by including tons of additional exercise. And 2, slowly. You're not going to exercise your way out of a shit diet, and really big calorie deficits of more than 500 to 1,000 calories per day will negatively impact the quality of your training, your recovery, and your potential risk of injury and illness. I might talk about this in another video, but 1 to 2 pounds of scale weight per week is more than enough progress for most people. How do you measure your body fat? Well, there are a ton of good ways to measure it, like DEXA, underwater weighing, and skin fold calipers, but they require money or access to equipment or expertise that just isn't possible for most people. So I actually recommend that you go with this equation developed by the US Navy that will allow you to estimate your body fat based on your body circumferences, height, and age. Using these values, it will give you a ballpark figure of your body fat percentage, and you can use these numbers in conjunction with your body weight to figure out your total pounds of lean mass and fat mass respectively, then track these numbers over time to see if you're moving in the right direction. If you'd like to get your hands on the equation and to see how you measure up relative to the best grapplers on earth, visit jackjitsu.net/testing to download our free athlete analysis, which will help you to figure out what you should be prioritizing in your training and why. Enjoy.